Regular education teachers as IEP team members. Regular education teachers on IEP team is required by IDEA. Regular education teachers' responsibility in the IEP process. The IEP team for each child with a disability must include at least one regular education teacher of the child. So the child has to have that teacher for one of their classes. The teacher must, to the extent appropriate, participate in the development, review, and revision of the child's IEP. The determination of the appropriate positive behavioral interventions and strategies for the child, and the determination of supplementary aids and services, program modifications, and supports for school personnel that will be provided for the child with the IEP. Regular education teacher as an IEP team member. Other school staff may not be substituted for the regular education teacher. The regular education teacher who serves on the IEP team should be the teacher who is or may be responsible for implementing a portion of the IEP. Extent to which regular ed teacher must be physically present at IEP meeting. While at least one regular education teacher of the child with a disability must be a member of the IEP team. The LEA need not require the teacher to 1. Participate in all the decisions made as a part of the meeting, or be present at all meetings or throughout an entire meeting. Children with disabilities who have more than one regular education teacher. Only one teacher is required to be at the IEP team meeting, but others may attend. If a child with a disability has more than one regular education teacher, only one of the teachers is required to be on the IEP team. However, if the participation of more than one of the teachers would be beneficial to the child's success in school, it may be appropriate under the Act and regulations for them to be members of the team and participate. The LEA may designate which teacher on the IEP team will be participating. In our district, usually the special education teacher takes care of that. 3. Input from child's other teachers. In a situation in which all of the child's regular education teachers are not members of the IEP team, the LEA is strongly encouraged to seek input from the teachers who will not be attending. And in our district, that's something that the special education teacher is responsible for. Regular education teachers' IEP access. Child's teachers must have access to IEP and be informed of their responsibilities. In our district, all teachers are able to access student IEPs through our Infinite Campus. The IEP of each child with a disability is accessible to each regular education teacher who is responsible, and the special education teacher is also responsible for getting all those documents and making sure that teachers know how to access that. Each teacher and provider is informed of his or her specific responsibilities related to implementing the IEP, the specific accommodations, modifications, and supports that must be provided to the child in accordance with the IEP. So all accommodations and modifications that are in the IEP must be provided by that student. It is not optional. Reflection. When we are able to implement 504 and IEP plans appropriately, students will have the opportunity to reach the same potential in school as their peers in the general education environment. By doing this, we are providing a free, appropriate public education for our students with disabilities. Participating in professional development, attending workshops, and working with special education teachers, We can close significant gaps in student academic, social, and emotional growth in our schools.